guys, it's Michelle Smith with Marshtown TV today, and I'm so excited. I've got a whole new program that I have found out about that's happening here coming up May the 18th. My new friends from Douglas Cherokee, this is John and this is Betsy. They've told me about this, and I think it's important to get this out to you guys. First off, let's talk about the name, Cafe and Conversation. Is that right?
Absolutely. The whole event is about having a conversation about teens and what's happening in their community with their health. So we thought the conversation, it needs to be informal and not just so formal, but we have a conversation where there's feedback between us and them.
Okay, and you can't get much more laid back than having coffee, and it's like coffee and tea and pastries and such, right? Okay, now let's talk about, now this is a program geared towards teens, but it's not for the teens, it's actually for their parents, correct?
For this time, for this event, yes.
And this is the first one, right?
Yes, this is the first one.
Well, good. So this is like the groundbreaker. This is, you're going to kind of get your feet wet and see what works and what doesn't. Well, now, again, I mentioned it was on May 18th. Let's talk about what time and where it is, and then we'll get a little more in depth with it.
It's going to be on Thursday, May 18th, and it's at 9:30 to 11, and it's going to be at Walters State in the Duggins Foundation room.
Okay, in the Duggins Foundation room. That's going to be pretty easy to find. I know they have things marked over there pretty well. Well, now, tell me a little bit about what to expect. What kind of programs, what kind of teen topics are going to be addressed?
We're going to be discussing youth health, and we're going to be learning a little bit about issues of health issues in our youth and the community. And we're hoping that after that, we're going to have a small groups conversation, and we're going to come up with solutions or ideas of how we can help our youth to make better choices.
So with the parents being there, it's going to kind of be with the feedback of been there, done that, this is what happened with my child and things like that, correct?
Yes and no. I think at the same time, we're going to read a temperature what's happening in the community right now, because we can come in and say we're a teen outreach program and bring a bunch of stuff and try to problems that's not there, or we can go to the source and talk to the parents. Say, here is what my teen's facing in this county. Here's what's happening right now, and this is real-time information. And then we kind of adjust our program and our techniques to meet the current problem.
Oh, that's great. And that sounds like, and again, it being the first time, that's definitely going to give you the groundwork from what you're going to need to do for the second and the third and the fourth. Well, before we go any further, am I right in telling you this actual program, again, you guys work for Douglas Cherokee, and this is a program under Douglas Cherokee, but it is actually funded by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office of Adolescent Health. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so this is all grant money coming in that's making this possible, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and as far as the speakers, you're going to have, I think we talked earlier, it's going to be like facilitators. So these folks, are they from the medical profession? Are they trained in this area? Or is it, again, just somebody that's been there, done that?
Our speakers, they are on the medical career. So they are in the public health educators. So they're going to come and talk to us a little bit. And our facilitators, which they're going to be taking part of the small group conversations. So they are professionals as well, and they're going to be doing some of the activities that we do with our students in school. Now, this is not only open for the parents, it's also, we have invited other members in the community, nonprofits and doctors' offices, and anybody that will be good to have this conversation.
Folks who actually have direct contact with teens, right? Well, now, I keep throwing out the word teens. What is the age range for the kids that these programs are going to target?
Between 6th and 9th grade.
Oh, okay, so it's wide open then, right?
Yeah, it's the pivotal time of their identity and find out who they are and creating the right habits. That's where we're trying to look into.
Well, that's fantastic. I think this is really, really a good idea, because you know as well as I do, every time you turn on the news, open the newspaper nowadays, well, we won't even have to address it. We know what we see on the news and what we read about. Is there, because I know folks are going to, I know you guys are going to be really interested and want some more information. What about a phone number or website? John, can you throw out a website?
Sure, you can visit at dcatop.org, and all our information, our events there, our social media is all right there. That's kind of our hub of information.
Okay, and since you guys are kind of overseeing this, Betsy, what's a phone number if anybody, maybe they don't have the internet, if they want to actually call and ask you guys questions?
Yes, they can call us at 423-581-5420.
Well, you know, as a grandmother of teenagers, I am excited about this. I think it's very worthwhile, and kudos to you both and Douglas Cherokee overall for everything that you're doing. Not just this, but everything you guys do in the community. You guys are good folks. Folks, we thank you so much for staying tuned to Channel 7. See, I'm so excited about their program. I am becoming tongue-tied. Again, hang out with us. You never know where you might find us, and you never know what kind of awesome programs you're going to hear about right here in Hamlin County. Stay tuned.